What's up, Yu-Gi nerds? It's your boy Reaper here, and welcome back to Draw for Turn. We have a very special guest today by the name of YATA. So without further ado, let's go ahead, draw for turn, and get right on into this interview. Alrighty, guys. So today I have a very special guest here with me. He goes by the name of YATA. He just hit that 100 sub mark, if I'm not mistaken.
1,000 actually.
Thousand. Sorry,
Yeah,
got my
yeah.
numbers
It's
messed up.
okay.
Got that
It's
1,000
okay.
sub mark, man.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. It's been actually a pleasure. Like the community is so supportive. I love the Yu-Gi-Oh community. I get messages like, "Hey, congrats! You hit like 100. You hit 200." And like, I have people that have been sub to me since I had like 40 subscribers, and they kind of like brag about it. They're like, "Oh, I was one of his first subscribers." I love the Yu-Gi-Oh community. They've been super supportive.
Absolutely, man. Like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Congratulations on that. So I know you like I did a little bit of research on your channel, like just to kind of brush up before this interview. So with just over 80 something uploads, you're already at the 1,000 sub mark, man. That is crazy. That is insane. That is an awesome milestone. So for anybody who is unfamiliar with you and your content, would you like to give a brief description of what your channel consists of?
Sure, yeah, I do basically gameplay commentating. So like people send me like high rated dueling book games and I commentate over them. Like I sort of like mention like misplays and I also do like deck lists. So because I go to locals, I haven't been like in a week because work has been hectic, but like usually I go like twice a week
Yeah.
and I try to get the first place winner, like their deck profile, and then that's mainly like most of my views come from the deck profile. So and sometimes I do some guides or like tier lists and stuff like that. Tier
Hmm.
lists have actually gotten me in trouble in the past.
Oh,
Yeah, but
really?
I still have fun doing them though.
Well, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and ask the primary question that I ask every person that I'm going to be interviewing in this podcast.
Okay.
How did you first discover Yu-Gi-Oh?
Oh, it was when I was little. I used to watch the original Yu-Gi-Oh with like Kaiba, Yugi, Joey. So it
Yeah,
was through the anime basically, yeah.
that's awesome, man. So like, what drew your interest into like actually learning the card game and like trying to get like instead of
Like
schoolyard rules, like actually take it to the next level and start playing like on a competitive level, because like I know that a lot of your channel does consist of competitive play like
yeah.
videos and stuff.
Yeah, so I love the show a lot, and I didn't really take in like interest into the competitive aspect of it until I would say like the Eternal format, which was the Salamangreat, Sky Striker, Orcas, and Thunder format. Um,
Yeah.
because that's when I actually had like a stable job, so I could actually afford the cards that I wanted, and I didn't really have to like just buy a structured deck and try to compete on that because I don't like losing at games. So
What
always want to
Yu-Gi-Oh
have
player
like
does, what
yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh player
exactly.
does.
Exactly. So I didn't want to start playing like competitively until I knew that I could at least compete like with money, because you need at least some money to build like a deck with a good extra deck and everything like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So what deck currently is your favorite deck to run and play around with?
Oh man, I would say Virtual World. The reason why I like Virtual World is because there is like everybody like I've been seeing a lot of tier lists of the hardest decks at the moment, and everybody almost ranks Virtual World at the hardest. I don't know if I agree with it. I sure everybody thinks their deck is the hardest, but I do think that Virtual World you have to think almost like two steps ahead
Yeah.
because you have to take into account discarding costs and like sometimes you may not set up any plays during this turn, but you're thinking of turn three.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of things, and sometimes there's a way to play around Nibiru with the deck before 5 summons. You can summon Crystal Wing, and sometimes you actually have to think, do I want to go for that combo? Because some decks can just run over Crystal Wing. They don't care about Crystal Wing, so sometimes you want to set up Shen Shen instead of Crystal Wing, because that's more of a problem. But sometimes neither Crystal Wing nor Shenshen are enough to beat a specific deck. So then you also have to think, what do I do against those decks? So it's like you almost have to think about turn three because your board is not super strong. It's not like oh, I'm gonna set up a Drytron board with 6 negates or something like that.
Yeah.
Your board is just there to give you turn three, basically, like to survive on 1,000 HP or something. And if you survive on 1,000 HP, you win the game by turn three. So that's mainly what the deck revolves around, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
actually just got done putting together a virtual world deck, and like,
yeah.
I have it, but I don't really know how to play it. So, yeah, I will be paying close attention to your videos, so that way I can kind of pick up on some of those combos for sure, man.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
another question that I like to ask people is, what is one of your favorite memories regarding Yu-Gi-Oh and the card game? Like, what is one of your like favorite memories?
Oh man, I will have to be at the PPG. I believe it was 2019. It was here in Fort Worth, I
Yeah,
believe in Texas, and Simo was there, and I got into the top 32 playing Cyber Dragon, and
nice.
Cyber, Dra- yeah, Cyber Dragon was more of like a counter to the meta because it was good against Salamangreat, it was good against Sky Striker at the time, it was decent against Orcus because if they set up Babel, then you can't really do much against a Dingirsu that's in the graveyard, but it did well against most decks, so I got top 32 during that, and I got my invite to Florida, which I did terrible at Florida, but I don't want to talk about it. I mean, I could talk about it if you want, but it was like embarrassing when I went to Florida, but um, I had a good time here when I got my invite to Florida. But yeah, that's one of my best memories.
Nice, man. Hey, I'm sure
Yeah.
your Florida experience is got to be a little bit better than any competitive style Yu-Gi-Oh play experience I've had. Uh,
I want to
every
hear
time.
like what do you have an embarrassing story? I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours.
Oh man. Okay,
Uh,
so when I first started playing, like trying to play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, like I was just fresh back into the game, and funds were low, so I built what I could. And the first deck that I was able to put together back into the game was Chaos Max.
mhm.
So I was like, all right, cool. I have an OTK strategy here. I can make some plays. This might throw some people off. Cool, I got this. Go in, and you know what Blue Eyes is notorious for? Bricking.
Yeah.
I might as well have been building houses that tournament because I didn't get a single monster on the field that like whole tournament. Because
Wow.
even with the incantation mechanic, I'd go to reveal to special summon to search, and it would
Yeah.
just get negated hardcore. So I was just sitting there like, oh man, I was not ready for this tournament like I thought I
Yeah.
was. So I
Yeah.
just I just went completely zero zero, like round after round, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna pack my stuff up, go home, call it a day.
Oh man, I hate when that happens.
Absolutely, man. It was rough. It was fun because, like I said, like I got to sit down and talk to all these people who I hadn't met before, and create bonds throughout the Yu-Gi-Oh community. And I went back, and everybody was like helping me out and everything. But yeah,
Yeah.
man, that's my embarrassing story. Just getting completely annihilated, bricking game after game with Chaos Max.
Yeah. Yeah. It happens.
What about you,
Happens. All
man?
all right. Then yeah. So like I got my invite, like I mentioned, to Florida, the PPG, and that was where the big money was gonna be at. I think first place was gonna get close to $5,000.
Whew.
Yeah, and like I was like, oh man, if I win, it's gonna be worth it. So like I took time off from work, because I was working full time, still working full time, but and then I get there and I spend like me and my friend, we both got an invite, we both go there. We spend on a hotel, we also rent a car, we spend a bunch of money on food and everything, right? And then like
Yeah.
I was really good with Cyber Dragon, but for some reason I brought another deck along, which was Burning Abyss, Fossil Dyna Turbo, back when Block Dragon was still legal.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I thought I'm just gonna switch from Cyber Dragons and I'm gonna switch over to Fossil Dyna. I was like, I don't know why.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I didn't win a single game that tournament, and um, I didn't even get a mat because like I think if you won like one game, you got like a free mat because they had a whole bunch of mats in what
Yeah.
in the table, but I didn't even get a mat. And like my friend ended up getting like three mats, so he kind of gave me one just because he felt bad for me. But yeah, dude, I spent so much money just to like get destroyed, basically, dude.
Oh man,
And
that's
yeah,
rough,
and
man.
like what was I gonna say? Yeah, and I just basically came back and I was, but even losing, I still had a fun experience like driving all the way there. It felt kind of like a Yu-Gi-Oh anime type of thing, where like
Yeah.
the main characters have to travel for a big event, if that makes sense.
See, like I've
Hmm.
always wanted to go and actually experience a YCS in person. And
Yeah.
literally the one chance that I had, me and my buddy booked the hotel room. It was the North Carolina YCS.
Hmm.
Uh right when like a few months after is when quarantine started.
Uh-huh.
So I managed to not be able to go.
Oh no, they freaking COVID ruined it,
Yeah,
right?
man. Like it ruined my first chance to actually go and experience a YCS in person. I did get to
Wow.
play in the remote duel YCS that just took place. I was running Sky Strikers. That really didn't go over well because
Uh-huh.
everybody was looking for that engage to be back, so everyone was prepared to play Sky Strikers
Yeah.
or play
Yeah.
against. So yeah,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, and then like that's another thing. I didn't compete in the remote duel because I had to work, but like um do you consider like a win at YCS the same thing as a win at a remote YCS, or would you like do you think one is greater than the other? Because I know it's kind of like a controversy, like
um,
um uh
to some degree, I feel like it's like along the same lines. I feel
uh
like the remote duel YCS was good and bad. Obviously, I know that you're active in the community, and I know you heard about the guys that were cheating in the
yeah,
YCS remote duels.
yeah,
So that's obviously the big red flag for events going forward. That's going to give a lot of people like make a lot of people a little less interested, but I think it's a really cool idea because for those people who aren't able to travel and like afford to go out and compete in these actual in-person YCSs, I thought it was really neat for them to actually open up the remote duels.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
mean, obviously with any new kind of tournament event, you're gonna have like you're good with your bad, and you just got to kind of weigh out the options. I like it because
yeah,
it did allow me to play in an official YCS tournament
yeah,
without leaving my house.
yeah,
However, it was bad because people were given a little more room to try to take advantage of that situation.
yeah, yeah. And what I think that's yeah, yeah, I do agree with you. I 100% agree with you. And I also think that once like Master Duel comes out, because right now I know some great players, like super great players that play Dueling Book and they're at the top of the ladder, but unfortunately they don't have enough money to buy like physical cards, so they don't have enough money to travel to
Yeah.
events. Or they live like not even in the United States, so they'll never be able to make it to a YCS. And like I believe that maybe like the new game that's gonna come out will be able to solve a lot of those issues because Dueling Book unfortunately is not like sponsored by Konami, so like they're never gonna sponsor like a Dueling Book tournament,
Oh
so
yeah.
so
Yeah.
now with the Duel Master, Duel Monster, I can't remember the name
It's
of it.
I believe it's Dual Master.
Yeah, Duel Master, yeah,
Dude,
so like
I'm
uh
excited for that. That's gonna be awesome. Like an actual
uh-huh
Konami like official dueling simulator, like online dueling simulator. This is something that
yes.
should have already happened years ago. Like, but I'm glad that we're finally getting it.
Yeah, yeah. I I agree. I agree. I just think everything looks positive. The only thing where everybody's like holding out on is the how are they gonna monetize it, right?
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
in your opinion, what do you think would be the right thing for Konami to do? How should they monetize it, you think?
Um, Honestly, what would really draw me to actually like draw me more towards this game would be set a base price for the game itself. Like if Konami wanted to, they could slap like a 49.99, 59.99 price tag on it for the base game, and then all of the card pools and everything are open to you.
Mhm.
And if they wanted to, like, if you play on PC, then do it like Steam, where you don't really have to worry about a subscription based online play. And then, like, if you get it for PlayStation or Xbox, you have to have either PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live, just to kind of keep up with the online play. I think that, like, if Konami said that that was the deal, then I would go and pre-order my copy like
Yeah.
yesterday, because that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But that being said, we all kind of have this idea off of like Duel Links and stuff like that, where the game is likely to be free, but you are going to have to either use in-game currency to get your cards and packs, or go ahead
Yeah.
and spend $5.99, $10.99 to get booster boxes and cards and stuff like that. Which, if
Yeah.
that's the case, then my decks are going to be looking rough, because I'm not about to invest my money into digital cards as well as physical cards. Like, I'll
Yeah.
give you one or the other,
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you. Like, I've talked to like a lot of like big content creators like the DB Grinder and like those people, and then like I hear I hear a lot of opinions, and I agree yours would be one of the best opinions. And also another opinion that I think would be great would be like the League of Legends approach. I don't know if you heard of League of Legends.
Oh yes, I used to play
Y-
League of Legends all the time back
yeah.
in the day.
Yeah, same here before I got banned, but that's another story. But um I yeah, they take their approach where like everything is free. Like you can become a pro player without wasting a single cent. Like as a matter of fact, Faker, which is considered to be like the best League of Legends player of all time,
Yeah.
and he's a millionaire right now because he makes so much money. Like he didn't buy any skins at all. Like I think he only used a skin that like was like that came out on a chest or something, like one of the
Yeah.
free chests or something like that. So he never spent any money. So I think they should take that approach where like it's free. You can play the whole game for free, but if there will always be people that be willing to spend on cosmetics and stuff like
Oh,
that. You know?
absolutely. Like, if they
Yeah.
wanted to do like custom game boards, custom card sleeves, like in-game
Yeah.
card sleeves and stuff like that, then
Yeah.
absolutely. I just
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't want to spend, like, I don't want to have to be like spending more money on cards in game.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
I feel like Konami will receive like a decent amount of backlash if that is the case.
Yeah. Yeah. They will, cause like they got everybody hyped up. You know, like they have the pro
Absolutely.
community, the casual community. They have every community backing this up. So they can only go wrong from here, basically.
Absolutely. So speaking of the new Konami
Uh,
games coming out, man, did you put your name in the hat to try to become one of the people to test play the cross duels?
No, 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 no. I did it. I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, man.
There, uh-huh.
Apparently, I don't remember when the cutoff date is. I want to say it's like, if I'm not mistaken, it's like people are open to throw their names in uh, until like the 24th of this month.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
Um,
check that out for sure, huh?
and like they're selecting like 1,000 random people to basically test out cross duels for
Wow.
iOS and Android. So
Yeah.
if you haven't yet, man, I'll shoot you a link to it once we get done with this for sure.
Yeah. Thank
Because
you. Thank you. Huh?
no problem, man. Because I know that I want to try it.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what Konami's got in the works. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be so happy if the Dual Master game comes out like either December or like early 2022. That would be perfect because I don't like waiting for things too long.
I'm
Yeah.
impatient too, man. If they
Yeah.
were to announce that Duel Masters was to drop holiday season 2021, I would be ecstatic.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like yourself, if you catch on to the game as soon as it comes out, you're gonna be able to get like new followers and everything.
Oh,
Cause like
absolutely.
it's gonna
Like,
be super hot, you know.
Absolutely. And once it drops, man, I expect to duel against you. I
Yeah,
expect a
oh, for sure.
1v1. Let's do it.
Yeah, yeah, let's do it. Let's play test for sure.
Absolutely.
For
Well,
sure.
guys, you hear it here first on Draw for Turn, man. Once Duel Masters comes out, me and Yata are
Yeah,
gonna go head to head.
yeah, for sure,
So
for
I
sure.
know your most recent video at the time of recording this was the giveaway,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
the TCG 100 the golden ticket giveaway, man.
yeah, yeah,
So I've been seeing that you do like you've been doing a handful of giveaways. Uh,
yeah.
it what else do you have in store, man? Because like first
Uh-huh.
you were giving away a dragoon, and
hmm
now the TCG golden ticket, man. Do you happen to have anything else in the works coming up?
Um, well, I'm planning to do like a golden ticket, like every 1,000 subscribers, but
Okay.
like also like a 500 subscriber thing also, because I did when I first hit 100, I did a blackluster giveaway, which was like 85 or something at the time.
Yeah.
Um, if I or I don't know if it was more than that, but I gave a blackluster. Then once I hit like 500, I did like the dragoon, and then at 1,000, I did the golden ticket, and like I did like three silver tickets, so that was like $25 or less on
Yeah.
TCG, and like yeah, I just plan to like give a lot of this stuff out, and like basically now that I'm monetized, because I wasn't monetized during that time, I was just like doing it out of my own pocket basically,
Yeah.
and then like once I hit, yeah, like I plan to do like a golden ticket once every 1,000 subscribers, and also one I got like I'm also gonna do a tournament tomorrow, like a 16-person
Ooh.
tournament on DB on Dueling Book. So it's gonna be like free to enter, and I actually got a sponsor for that. So like they're
That's awesome.
the people that are gonna sponsor it, they're gonna pay for the $50 TCG gift card, and they're also gonna like pay the commentators. So it's
That's
gonna be
awesome,
pretty
man.
nice. Yeah, they just reached out and they were like, "Can we sponsor one of the tournaments?" So yeah, I mean, like people are excited to like be in this community. Like that's what I like about the game. Like people are like have like so many fond memories of this game. So
Absolutely, man.
yeah,
Like that, like I
yeah,
said, that's one of my favorite things about this game. Like I don't care if I win or lose, that's gonna happen regardless. But like
yeah,
just meeting people and getting to sit down and talk to people, like we're doing right now, man. Like this is awesome. Like I just enjoy hearing stories and seeing how a simple piece of cardboard, just a simple piece of cardstock has managed to change so many people's lives and introduce
yeah,
people to just a large
exactly,
community, man. Like it's so cool.
exactly. Yeah, I met so many people that I would have never met, like locals on Discord, on YouTube, like people like I've met people like at locals, and they're like Yara, and I'm like I've never seen them before, and I'm like oh, they're like, I watch your videos, and they're like you popped up on my suggested feed. I'm like Yu-Gi-Oh like brings so many people that you wouldn't have otherwise met.
Oh,
Like
absolutely, man.
it's
Like this
crazy.
wouldn't have happened. Like I wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation with you had it not been for the trading card game, man. Had it not been for Yu-Gi-Oh, this wouldn't be happening.
Exactly,
Uh,
exactly.
so I do want to take this time, while we're still kind of briefly on the topic of giveaways. It is time for
Yeah.
me to officially announce our giveaway here on the channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. As of right now, the time of recording this video, we are currently 14 subs away from our first 100 subscribers.
Nice, congratulations.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Our partners over at Blue Lotus Gaming, which is a card shop up in the great country of Canada, uh, is partnering up with me for this giveaway. So once we reach 100 subs, which hopefully will happen here in the near future, we are giving away a free booster box of Dawn of Majesty to
Wow.
a lucky subscriber.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's very good. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. And what we're also doing with the giveaway is the winner of the booster box. They get to hop in a Discord call with us and open it live on the channel during a live stream, so that way
Mm,
everybody can see what they pull, man.
That's perfect. Yeah. Yeah, and Dawn of Majesty is being slept on. I mean, I went to my locals, I think it was this past Thursday, and I got a box, and then a friend got a box as well, and he pulled the Stardust Dragon prismatic. Yeah, so like
Wait, he
that
pulled a
card.
Starlight Stardust?
Yeah, Stardust, like right in front of me. I was like, dude, that card's worth like $700 on
Dude,
TCG.
absolutely. Like, dude, okay, craziest thing. Like, I just got done watching Team Samurai X's YouTube live stream where he was doing live box breaks, and their mission was to open one. I could
Uh-huh.
not tell you how many boxes they opened, didn't see a single one. So to hear that your friend literally just got a booster box and managed to pull it right then and there is insane.
And the funny thing is that I bought a booster box because somebody else was like peer pressuring me to do it. They were like, open one so like I can see if you pull something good. And you know what, I'm gonna get one. And then my friend was like, all right, you know what, you got one, I'm gonna get one too, cause why not? And then he's the one that actually pulled it. So I
Oh
was so
man, that's
jealous. I'm like, oh man.
absolutely like if you would have just
Yeah.
waited one more purchase.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's rough. But that's still like really cool. Like there's no better feeling than pulling that one money card that's like so sought after.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well, do you have any questions for me at this point? Do you have anything that you would like to ask? Anything that you would like to know?
Oh yeah, like so what's gonna happen when you hit 1,000? What are you gonna do like what's your goal once you hit 1,000? Are you gonna do a giveaway or something?
Oh man, yes. If we reach 1,000 subs, man, I'm going like we're since okay. So I don't know
Uh-huh.
if you know this or not, but the Stream Squad YouTube channel is basically a community based channel where
Okay.
me and a group of our friends get together and post just whatever kind of content. I primarily focus on Yu-Gi-Oh. That's my portion of the channel is Yu-Gi-Oh based content. We also do like video game content. Like I have a buddy who's getting ready to start doing Pokemon TCG stuff on here. We got vlogs and random stuff. So once we reach 1,000 subs, I can't put my finger quite on it yet because that's still
Okay.
so far. Like, that's a large milestone away. But I know that once that time comes, we will be doing something crazy. We will be doing some sort of crazy video, and we will definitely be doing some sort of big giveaway.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you got it. I mean, I feel welcome on this podcast. Like, he was so welcoming to me. Like, he worked with my time and everything. So, I know you have great potential, and I know
Aw.
it'll happen. Yeah, maybe sooner than you expected. So,
I
I'm
hope so,
kind of
man.
glad to see it. Yeah. Yeah.
And guys, for any of you who are subscribed to us who are not subbed to our boy YATA here, go check out his content. I hop into his live streams whenever I can catch him. I watch his videos. This guy puts out some fantastic content. He's a really nice dude just to sit and talk to. So guys, make sure you go over there. Also, I have a link to his Discord channel. His Discord server will be linked in the description, so that way if you guys want to go hop in on some of these tournaments that he's hyping up, make sure you guys stay up to date with his content. I'll have everything linked down in the description below. Do you have any final words before we bring this podcast to an end?
No. Just thank you for bringing me here. So if you haven't subscribed to the Stream Squad, subscribe. And yeah, I had fun.
Oh, thanks, man. Absolutely. All right. So with that, we are going to proceed into end phase. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, thank you, YATA, for joining us in this episode.
Anytime.
It was really good to sit and talk with you. But yeah, make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all go sub to YATA. Show him some love and some support. And yeah, we will see you guys in the next video. Bye!